costly, be appraised, to be precious, be highly valued, be esteemed, because the man is going to be highly esteemed and highly valued, not the woman. You know, and we're going to have a different spirit in the kingdom of heaven. You know, we're gonna have our, you know, of course, love and all that, but we're gonna be on such a high level than now. You know, now we get attached to one woman. Oh, that's my dime piece. That's my lovely. You know, she's my everything. Man, that spirit's gonna be gone, man. That's a Queen of Heaven spirit that was put on us in this society, man. That spirit's gonna be gone because we're gonna have many women and we're gonna have many children.
And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. In that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the 4 winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners that have came back to the obedience of the scripture through faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Just want to touch on a few things, you know, dealing with the video, you know, sister son, you know, dealing with, you know, this vision, you know, that this woman's, you know, daughter had, all right, and it was concerning the chip, you know, like, because we are in those times where these prophecies are finna come into full fruition. You know, everything is manifesting now. You know, we're just watching these things build up, you know, and manifest in the earth, man. You know, and y'all brothers, y'all sisters, let me know if you can hear me. I know yesterday I had some difficulties. You know, that phone had played out on me. I had to go get another phone yesterday. So, Lord willing, I should be good. You know, but y'all brothers, y'all let me know. You know, y'all let me know if it sound good before we go into it. You know, at the end of the day, all these devices, all right, playing out anyway, man. You know, Esau want, you know, Esau want that 5G. You know, he wants you to get that upgrade, man. You know, but at the end of the day, we're gonna keep it pushing till it's over with. You know, till 100 phones tear up. You're gonna keep it, you know, pushing. All right, so I'm gonna play the video, you know, to water for you brothers responding. But I'm gonna play the video, you know, and we're gonna get some precepts. And I got another video to go into as well. You know, I'm just gonna touch on a few things concerning prophecy, man. You know.
Hi, brothers and sisters. This is Annika from In a Twinkling. I thought I would come on here and share 2 dreams that my daughter has recently had. One took place in February of 2020, February of 2021, and the other one took place in April of 2021. So we'll start with the first one in February. So she was watching from like a bird's eye view in an airport, and she was watching a line form, a big line form of people, and they were getting their hands scanned and then passing through like a gate. And they were very robotic, she said. Yeah. So I found that very interesting. So the only way that they could get through this gate was to get their hands scanned or gain entrance to wherever they were going, getting on this flight or gain entrance to wherever they were. I assume that it was a flight that they were getting on. They had to get their hands scanned, and then they gained entrance, and they were very robotic. I found this to be a very interesting dream. There was one woman in the line who did not have whatever mark she needed to gain entrance. Her hand did not scan. She didn't have the mark. And men in uniform came immediately and took this woman and drug her away. And that was the end of that particular dream. The strange thing about this dream is that...
Now we're just gonna touch on it from there, you know, and just go in the spirit, all right, and deal with it, all right, with the scriptures, man. Hey, because she said, you know, the people seem very, you know, robotic, you know, which we know this man is heavy into his transhumanism. You know, that's why you see Elon Musk, you know, and there's Neuralink, all right. You see, you know, the videos coming about the potion, you know, that he's passing out, you know, how it alters your DNA, you know, it's sending, you know, new messages to your DNA. You know, this man is trying to, you know, GMO humans, man. You know, so she said she's seen people moving, you know, very, you know, robotic, you know. So she's seen people moving very robotic, man, showing you that what, man, he's always is destroying, you know, the authentic, you know, what makes a person authentic. He's destroying it, man. You know, he wants to destroy spirits, man. He wants you to just be a lifeless zombie, man. That's why we know this man has to be stopped. All right, because even when you go, let's get this in Matthew. Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and 22, it says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. You know, because this man has his mind made to destroy humans, destroy animals. You know, this man just wants to completely take away any type of, you know, remembrance of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai out the earth, man. You know, what this man plans on doing is way far out than just that CBDC, which is that central bank digital currency. He wants to go way beyond that. You see, he wants to really get rid of the remnant, all right, any type of memorial, you know, of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai in the earth. That's how we know he's going to go hard, you know, at that remnant, you know, because he wants to get rid of that memorial. And you go into memorial in the Hebrew is to Zion, which is Zion. You know, he wants to get rid of that, you see, and replace it with his synthetic madness, man. You know, so when you read Matthew 24 and 22, it says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. Yeah, because we see this time, everything is moving rapidly now. You know, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai has sped the time up, you know, to bring this man to his end. You see, scripture talk about how the end waited for thee. You know, this man has to be stopped, man, or he'll just destroy and destroy and destroy and destroy, man. You know, so when you go to Revelation 13, all right, and she said she's seen people what getting their hands scanned, and we know what it is. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is constantly making it plain to us on what it is, man. You know, he's making it plain on what it is. Now you know, you can believe it or not believe it. That's on you, but everybody's still gonna have to deal with that hour of temptation, man. You see, this is Revelation 13 and 15, and it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And this is Esau, Edom, beginning with these elites. You know, hey, because they finance this beast system that we see. They create these different currencies of the world, these different decrees, you know, these new world order agendas. All right, these elites, all right, they're at the forefront of this. You know, they empower, all right, their ideas through their finances, man. You know, they empower this beast, all right, to speak and to move and to be, all right, through financing, man. All right, and says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Yeah, and it's gonna get to the point where if you don't take that mark, all right, you're gonna be killed. If you don't have that mark, you will not be allowed to exist within this society, man. You know, but the elect will have a hedge, man, and those of the elect, you know, that are, you know, beheaded. You know, I believe that's in let me get that. You know, the elect that do have to make the ultimate sacrifice. Guess what, man? It's a reward for that. You see, y'all right there. All right, this is Revelation 20:4. It says, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, because the elect would rather die than to bow down, all right, to the image of the beast, man. You know, to worship this man's image by taking his mark, man. You know, to try to continue our life within this society, and we know who's in rulership and what this man is trying to do. All right, we would rather die, man. That's why Scripture say we love not our lives unto death, man. You know, so if death is the end game, you know, for us it is what it is as believers. If death is the end game, that's what it is, man. And the Lord gonna give us the spirit to deal with it, man. All right, hey, you gotta get to the point, man. You gotta have extreme faith, you know, radical faith, man. The hell with it, man. You know, no, I'm not doing that. Chop my head off, man. Do what you gotta do. You know, this body is through anyway. All right, we got nothing here to reserve, man. Only thing that's going on the chariots is these spirits, man. All right, these bodies through. You know, you know, we got. That's why Scripture say we gotta think like immortals. We gotta put off mortal thoughts, man. You know, none of this don't matter. This body don't even matter. It's disposable. You see, but the Lord we got everlasting tabernacles. All right, everlasting bodies already prepared, man. You know, so even in death, that's not going to separate us from that promise. You see, so when you go read on, and it said Revelation 20:4 says, and I saw thrones, and they that sat on them. Yeah, so those men that were beheaded were given what? Rulership. All right. So even us being beheaded, if that's our lot, won't separate us from being joint heirs with Yahushua. Remember, Yahushua is the resurrection, man. You know. It's light work for him to raise us up when he come back, man. You know, and the dead in Yahushua gonna be raised first. And it says, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they live and reign with Yahushua 1,000 years. All right, and that's just that 1,000-year period, you know, where it's going to be a rigorous captivity for all these nations, man, and we're going to be getting things back in order, you know, where it's not going to be 1,000 years and we go back to the spirit world. It's going to be just a intense period, you know, where righteousness is being enforced, all right, with their rod of iron, man. You know, in the end of 1,000 years, Esau going to be done away with, you know, and we're going to continue on, all right, within the righteous kingdom eternally, man. You know, but that first 1,000 years, man, that's when Yahushua and that governing body just gonna be, you know, wreaking havoc on these heathens in righteousness, man, and stealing righteousness into these heathens, man. Our infrastructure has to be built up. You know, it's gonna be a lot of work. 1,000 years, it's gonna require a lot of work. We finna get a lot because we've been in so many captivities and we done built up so many empires. We gonna get all that back. We need all that energy and that labor back, man. You know, but that's another subject. But going back to Revelation 13, Lord will, me and Elder Yahshua one was supposed to get into it, sometime soon, going to that 1,000-year period, But going back to Revelation 13 and 15, and it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And we see that, on the scale now, where you have these different leaders, especially if they resist that petrodollar, because that's part of the image, man. This money system, that's part of the image of the beast, But like me and the Memphis brothers been going into how, the elites are behind, these assassinations. They tried to assassinate, Andrew Jackson, who denied, that bank, all right, that Second Bank of America, he didn't want to renew that charter, so they tried to kill him. It didn't work, but they tried to kill him. But then when it got to JFK, he tried to bring back that silver note. They killed him. Gaddafi, he tried to bring in that gold dinar as another currency to buy oil to upset the petrodollar. They killed him. All right, Saddam, they killed him. He tried to sell Iraqi oil and gold, and they got him out of there, man. So we seeing it happening now, but it's gonna get to the point where the average citizen, all right, will be required, to comply or death, man. And that's the serious times that we coming into, man. That's why, of course, brothers, we balance, we laugh, we have a sense of humor around each other, man, but we understand these are serious times that we're in, and it's just gonna gradually get more and more intense, man. In verse 16 it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And she said she seen people being scanned, all right, on the hand, to get entry into this gate. And ultimately it's gonna be the entrance back into so-called normalcy, man. And you see on the low level what they're doing now, with the jab. You get the jab, you got access, you can fly back to Europe now. You see, they're showing you that you're gonna have to comply, all right, to enjoy the privileges of society, man. And that's why the scriptures say we love not our lives unto death, because they don't have that leverage over us, but they have their leverage over the majority of the earth, and that's why we're going to be kept. See, we're being conditioned, all right, to make it through the hour of temptation, man, to be kept in these times, all right, and everyone else is being, fattened for the taking, man. All right, so you go to Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, man. And we want to be kept in these times, man. All right, because like I say, we finna see people spaz out. Hold on, I'll get back. It's a new phone, y'all. See, gotta learn how to work it. This first day on the block for the new phone. God damn it. Hold on. We gonna I'm gonna let it whoop me. Alright, so you go into the word. Alright, keep. Let's get that word keep in the Greek.
Strong's G 5083. Tereo.
Tereo. Alright, in the Greek. And it says to attend to carefully, to take care of, to guard. Alright. Metaphorically, to keep one in the state in which he is. Yes, so the Lord is going to be guarding us in these times. He's going to tend carefully to us in these times, man. He knows the times that he's finna bring on the earth, and he knows that his elect need to be guarded, And it said metaphorically to keep one in the state in which he is. And that goes into what? Wisdom and knowledge being the stability of our time, because we finna see a lot of people bug out, man. People are about to bug out, man. You know, when these things come into the earth, man. You know, because hey, a lot of people ain't been built up on your house shot. You know, a lot of our people haven't been built up on your house shot. These heathens through. You know, so let's go from there. I think it's one video I want to get. One more video. The brother just put up. Alright.
Quiet, quick. Okay.
Now, hold on,
So
now it says Russia, alright, warns it won't tolerate any more civilian casualties. And this is from the brother Yaquad reposting Hunter too. You know? So let's just play a little bit of this, you know, because we follow these things. You know, the main thing to look at is we see this conflict, you know, between these Israelis, you know, and Hamas, those Palestinians. You know, we want to look at what nation is joining this conflict. You know, what these nations are saying. You know, because the scriptures say the least of the flock shall draw them out. You know, which we're gonna get that. But let this play a little bit. Then we'll get a couple precepts.
Shalom Akim. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Russia warns Israel it won't tolerate more civilian casualties in Gaza conflict. Amid international pressure, Israel has refused to back down from the conflict with Hamas. Meanwhile, Russia has warned the Jewish state of engaging in further violence that costs civilian lives. As reported by the Associated Press, as of Wednesday, about 219 Palestinians have been killed in the current fighting, while Israel has seen 12 casualties. The rising number of deaths and injuries have raised calls from around the world for Israel to mount a proportionate response to the attacks. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, however, has denied Israel has done anything beyond defending itself and vowed to continue until Hamas is deterred from future violence.
So what you see, all right, is now, you know, you having these nations really, you know, telling those Israelis, man, like, bro, calm your ass down, man, because the way that those Israelis are attacking those Palestinians is way, you know, it's an overkill. You know, they destroying whole apartment buildings, they destroying media buildings, banks, you know, civilian areas. You see, but they still doing it under this narrative that they're defending themselves, man. And all the while, how the hell you defending yourself when you have an Air Force? You know, you don't see those Palestinians doing airstrikes in Israel. You know, they send them little rockets over there, which a lot of them getting shot down. You know, some of them hit, you know, this and that. But they just trying to, you know, deter you, you know, from wilding out. Because when you go into, I think this year alone, those Israelis have already did over 2,000 airstrikes, man. 2,000 airstrikes. You know, but then when the Palestinians shoot, you know, a few hundred rockets back, you know, now, you know, they've gone too far. You know, something has to be done. We have to pulverize them. But that's the same energy, you know, that's insane. I mean, that was within Cain and his lineage, showing that these are, all right. Let me get it. I think there's Genesis. What's the Genesis, the 4th or the 5th? All right. Yep. This is Genesis 4:19, and it says, "And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of the one was Adah, and the name of the other Zillah. Now Lamech, all right, is a son of Cain. All right, he's from the lineage of Cain. You know, which Cain goes into weapon. You know, and it says in Adar bare Jabal, he was the father of such as dwelt. It's like, let me jump 23 to point. It says, and Lamech said unto his wives Adah and Zillah, hear my voice. All right, hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech. Hearken unto my speech. You know, so he has his wives gathered together, you know, pretty much talking shit. You see? And it says, for I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt. Yo, so Lamech had the spirit where if a nigga, you know, if somebody touch me, you know, I'ma kill him. You know? Or we get into it, I fight somebody, you know, and they get the best of me, I'ma kill them. Alright? Now what did that sound like, man? That sound like they drill rap shit. Showing you that these elites put their energy onto that music, man. That wicked energy onto that music. But basically, this is what Lamech was like, shit. You know? If a nigga do something to me, I'm going to kill him. You know? And then, what was his spirit? And it says, if Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. Yeah, because supposedly there was 12 casualties of those Israelis, but now you have the casualties for the Palestinians is up in the 200s, man. Those Palestinians, they up in the 200s, man. You know, or more. You see, we don't never know the exact number. You see, but this is the mindset that's within these people, man. You know, and that's why, you know, when these other nations come in, we just get that, you know, we'll end it there. You know, but when you get, all right, Jeremiah 59 and 20, it says, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Bashim al-Shah that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes that he have purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Hey, because what's happening, you can see that the Lord is hardening the heart, you know, of those Israelis over there, man. Those Ish people. You see? He's hardening their heart, you know, to just continue to go forth, man. You know why? Because there's a purpose that the Lord wants. The Lord wants this, man. When we see these things, we should be excited, man. We should be excited when we see these things playing out, because that's the Lord pushing this man to his own overthrow. All right? And the Lord has a purpose to destroy this man and his rulership, man. You know? And it says that he have purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their inhabitants desolate with them. Now let's get that word draw, you know, because that's probably been the most repeated scriptures these last couple of weeks, you know, due to what's going on. But let's just get that word draw in the Hebrew, which is sakab, which means to what? To drag. All right? To drag, and then you go on the root, it says to trail along. Yeah, and you see America is doing what? Trailing along with Israel, man. You know? And what else is happening, man? They're dragging Russia into it. Russia, like, look, you know, fall back. Turkey already said that those Israelis, all right, need to be taught a lesson, man. You know? So this conflict is sparking, you know, a lot of tension, you know, and animosity amongst all these major nations in the earth, man. And these Israelis gonna keep going and going until there's just major conflict over them, man. You know, until the purpose of the Lord, like it says, okay. All right, back in Jeremiah 49 and 29, it says, therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes that he have purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall, which is going to be due to nuclear destruction. At the cry of the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. You know, them nukes gonna be dropping in that region, man. you know, clearing their land out, renovating their land for the true people, you know. So that was the point, you know. Just want to bring that out, you know. Lord will, you know, you brothers and you few sisters edified. Like I said, I had got another phone, so I should be back in the game. The Living Waters, GMS Living Waters bar, it's off strike, so Lord willing, we can get back to you know, these daily, you know, live streams during lunch. If the Lord allow, you know, if y'all by Shema shy, you know, see it fit, you know, we get it back rolling. But at the end of the day, you know, we just in the period of waiting this thing out, man. It's happening. You know, we just waiting it out, enduring and keeping the faith. You know, so till next time I say Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah, Abba, Abba.